really good fires. Prescribed fire, or a, I guess some people would call it controlled fire. Those are pretty cool. Boom, boom, boom. They sound good. Those fires, well, you need those fires. Let's just put it that way. You need them here in the Midwest a little different than you do when you're out west. Boom, boom, boom. Sound good. Well, they're good for the ground. That's all there is to it. But I hope they get them out. I really do. Because if you haven't heard yet, the Midwest is going to get a hurricane. All the YouTube meteorologists, which I like a few of them, I watch them, but they keep saying that me here in Iowa, like right now, we're in Sioux City, Iowa, I'm going to get a hurricane. I can't remember if they said it was a class 2 or 3, but I'm going to get a hurricane in Iowa. Ah, gotta flip that up, Kurt. Come on now. In. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Had to be smarter than the pump. Sometimes that's very hard for me. Yeah, I'm not kidding. They literally said we're supposed to get category, I think it was category 2 or category 3 hurricane winds, which I haven't looked that up yet, and I really don't think that's that windy. You know, they're saying maybe 60-mile-an-hour winds. That's really windy, don't get me wrong. That's miserable windy in a truck, and if you're ampty, you're going to take a little flight. But when you hear the word hurricane, you just think, oh, it's going to be horrible. But no, I really don't think it's going to be. I think, I don't, you know what? Did I just take that fuel cap off, or was it already off? Sometimes I get to rambling to you guys and I kind of forget if I've done that or not. Well, that's why if I'm ever recording when we're hooking up or when we're fueling up or anything like that, once I hit that the stop button on you guys, I get out and I walk around the truck to make sure I did everything right and I'm not just driving away, because, well, it's happened before. So what are we taking to Enid, Oklahoma? What we're taking to Enid, Oklahoma is 42,000 pounds of pork trim. That's the stuff that goes in the bacon, right, guys? I remember you guys telling me about what pork trim does. The only thing I don't know is beef trim, because we haul that back out of Dodge City. You know, someone once said in a comment on one of my videos, they said, man, Schmidt, you're one of those guys that does everything at the fuel island, aren't you? Well, for one thing, usually when I stop my truck stops, all the parking spots are full. For another thing, you guys do see where I get fuel, right? There's 2 trucks over there in the corner, and I think they're locals that live here in town. I don't stop at the big ones a whole lot anymore, do I? Enid is about a little bit over 500 miles from Sioux City up there where we grabbed this load. We're down here in Council Bluffs, Iowa, swung in to get the truck and trailer washed. Things were getting kind of nasty. If all goes right, we're probably going to pull in, I'd say probably around 1, maybe 2 o'clock in the morning is when we should get down there. We don't unload until very first thing tomorrow morning, but there's a couple roads around there that you can hide on. At least I haven't seen no parking signs on them as of yet. You know what? I bet they have Dr. Pepper. I blame my dad 120%. We didn't get anything to eat in there, and I will never stop and get a drink in there ever. They charged me $3 for that. Mickey D's, man. Mickey D's is what? $1.27? $3. Come on, Burger King, step up your game. I made a mess. You know that yeah, I think I was complaining about that $3 drink. Well, I knew when I was complaining about it that the lid didn't stay on the best because they charged $3 for it, but it's about 2 cents worth. I grabbed it, I spilled. So I've spent the last 20 miles picking up ice off the floor and put it into my garbage, and now I just have to take a fresh roll of paper towels because I have burned up my paper towels wiping it up and get things wiped up. You can't see much, I know, but it's there. See, watch. See, it's there. I don't have carpet cleaner in this truck. I should probably carry some, huh? Since I kind of covered up all the wood with rugs. I guess the really cool part about having to stop here in Dawson, Nebraska, is I get to see a really neat sunset. You see, if some of you are new to the channel and missed it, I put this, it's about that thick, about an inch thick of foam type stuff underneath my rugs to insulate the wood floor, because I hate wood floors, but yet I'm too lazy to rip out this wood floor and burn it like it deserves to be burned. It made a huge difference this winter, huge difference on how cold things were, and it makes a huge difference on how warm the floor gets in the summer. So it's a guaranteed must do. And realistically, I like the rugs better than I do the carpet. So the wood floor, I guess, as long as you insulate on top of it, would work out okay. But it's not just wood floors in general, it's this wood floor. The gentleman who put it in did not put any insulation underneath of it. Opie used to play on that playground. Well, at least run around it and smell on that playground and that grass. We're gonna run in here to old Taco John, see if they're open, just to don't go crazy, just grab a little burrito or something. Just got a call from the wife on poor Opie. I pretty much got, well, about had a heart attack. I thought my little furry little fart box was hurt, and I wasn't home to do anything about it. Some people get worried about what I eat out here on the road. Those 2 soft shell tacos that I just bought are a heck of a lot healthier than what I usually pack in my truck. It's better than a burger in my eyes. I have slowed down on the McDonald's, guys, so don't freak out too much. It's smoky. It's very smoky out. We are on the Kansas Turnpike right now, and I'm assuming they must be doing a bunch of prescribed burns because, well, today'd be a good day for it. 50% humidity, no wind, versus this very spot right here tomorrow is supposed to have 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts. And once we get unloaded, run up to our reload, then come back all the way across Kansas. Once we get done with Oklahoma, they're talking about, 60, 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts. We could have an interesting day tomorrow. As for the 4-legged little fart box, Opie, I get a call from Sarah, and she goes, "We got a problem." And I go, "Okay, what's our problem?" And I'm kind of thinking my son did something, or maybe Paige broke down or something, I don't know. But she goes, "Opie can't walk." I love my puppy, and right away I start freaking out. Not freaking out like, oh my gosh, just freaking out in my head. Like, okay, why can't he walk? Everything started going through my head. What could this possibly be? And she goes, "There's a lump on his leg." I'm thinking he broke his leg. And I'm just thinking, okay, Sarah, you just got home. What do you mean he broke his leg? He's laying on the couch. And I figured, well, I'm going to call my dad. He's going to come over, help you get him up, help you get him to the Jeep. And then you're going to have to run him up to the vet because I'm in the truck. I'm gone. As we sit right now, I'm 400 miles from home. And I go, have you really worked with him? Like, just rubbed his shoulders, down his back and everything. And she put the phone on speaker, and she sat there, and he whined a little bit. She got him loosened up, and he came down off the couch and walked around a little bit, loosened up. It's my fault. I took his ball away in the backyard, if you guys all know that red ball that he has, because it's mud season, and he was starting to rip the yard up pretty bad. He was getting all muddy. Well, that ball does more than just he plays with it. It keeps him moving. It keeps him limber. So I told her, first thing, give him that ball back. That way he moves around. And then we need to make sure he's moving more, not just laying on the couch. So I did make the decision that once summer hits and Paige is at home from college, to make sure Jax isn't home alone, because I have 2 Germans and they are both to the point to where they have to have somebody around them, just because, if I take one dog and not the other one freaks out, and vice versa. So once she gets home and she's giving Jax all of her attention, I am going to bring Opie back in the truck with us, because I need to keep him moving. This is judging that he can. If I put him in the truck, if he can't get up the steps, or he can't get up in the bed, or if it's hard on him in any way whatsoever, then he'll have to stay home, because I just got to keep him moving. Because when you sit too long, even as a human being, if you sit too long, bad things happen. So that was my scare, because when he started moving, I'm like, Sarah, really? You had me freaking out, man. In my head, here's what was going on in my head. She's like, there's a lump on his leg's broken. Right away I go to cancer, because he's an old dog. I go, crap, you're going to take him up to the vet. They're going to tell you that he's so full of cancer, they just will put him down, and I'm going to be out here on the road. Stuff like that started going through my head. And I asked her, I go, what about that lump you were talking about? Oh, it's gone now. Those are things you don't do, sweetie. Not to me. Welcome to Oklahoma, and we're unloaded all at the same time. They're wishy-washy on time here. Sometimes they're fast, sometimes they're slow. But as you can tell, the sun is not up yet, so it's one of those places that unloads you where they open and close the doors from inside, so you want to check. But yeah, the sun isn't up yet, so they didn't do too shabby. Thanks for watching the video, guys. If you liked it, please subscribe. If you haven't yet, I messed that one up. I'm tired. Thank you for watching the video. You guys stay safe, and as always, I will see you next time.